Hey guys, welcome back to Echocast. This is a little bit of a different episode. I say different. It's the extra episode because Minecraft Live just happened, so we decided to talk about everything that happened and give you 2 episodes this week. So yeah, so if you didn't watch the last or listen to the last episode, we did talk about kind of what we were hoping, our thoughts on Minecraft Live as a whole before it happened and everything. So. But now we're actually going to discuss the update and everything because there's some interesting stuff that happened. Yeah. But anyway, first off, my name's Pokemon101, and I'm being joined by PizzaBuff, as it seems I'm always joined by PizzaBuff here on here a lot. You're almost like the
I'm the co-host.
The co-host now, yeah. Anyway, anyway, so what were your thoughts actually? Before I say anything.
There were a lot of people complaining about how it was too short, but I did not mind it at all. I thought it was a pretty good Minecraft Live. Honestly, there were a lot of people I think who were complaining about it, but I quite enjoed it. It was a little weird. It was a little funny.
The minecart thing, that was that was kind of unique.
Yeah, a little unique. You could call it that. But overall, I enjoyed it, and I'm very happy with a lot of the features that they have been announcing here, and the armadillo one, which is what I wanted. So I'm good with that.
Yeah, I know. I was when we were talking, I was like, oh, I'm not really voting, or I don't really have any opinion. But then after our conversation and after thinking about it a little bit, I kind of last minute decided that I was going to be a penguin voter, and which that was unfortunate because I was the first one out.
Yeah, but maybe not the best choice.
Yeah, although there is proof that it was not quite fair, the vote.
I think I did
people
see
have gone
something
into
about that.
the stuff, so it's gonna be interesting because apparently Crab was winning, and all the polls I've seen from YouTubers and Twitter and everything, like all the polls were saying Crab's gonna win. Everyone's voting for the Crab, but somehow the armadillo won. And apparently there's a pretty strong possibility that the votes were counted. Basically, I'm not a big networking guy. I don't know exactly what all this means, but basically, people could vote multiple times for the same mob for a bit, as well as apparently the penguin votes just weren't being counted for the first few days, which was also apparently rigged against the penguin's favor. But yeah, apparently, if you voted in the in-game lobby in the in-game server, you could vote for the same mobs over and over and over again, with a little bit of finessing. So
yeah,
there's a good chance that the armadillo was not the winner, and chances are the penguin probably wouldn't have lost nearly as bad, because I mean, all the polls I was seeing, the penguin was definitely near the bottom of everyone's lists. So I knew it was probably going to lose anyway, but probably not as bad
much as it did.
Yeah. Although it's interesting. Vu did say pretty explicitly that hey, don't worry about these other mobs, because remember, the frog didn't win its vote and it got into the game. So he's you could tell he was trying to ease everyone's anger at the fact that the mobs wouldn't make it into the game or whatever, because he was like, oh, they
will eventually, probably.
Yeah, he basically said he came very close to saying, yeah, they're going to be in the game. He's
right on the edge of that.
Yeah, he was super on the nose about it, but without saying it explicitly. So that's gonna be interesting. This is the first time, I think, with the mob vote that they've said, "Hey, because in a few of the other mob votes, that was one of the selling points of the mob vote. Is hey, only one of these is getting in the game. The other 2 are gonna be lost forever." That was kind of vote. It was kind of a selling point to make the vote feel more grand, I guess. But this time, they are coming out and saying there might be in the game. You never know.
Yeah.
But Yeah, as a last minute Penguin voter, that was a little disappointing. But that was the Penguin he was talking about when he gave that little hint. So I've got my hopes up.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if they do get it, because I liked all three of the mobs. Like, I would love if they all got added in eventually. Like, I'd have no problem with any of them existing. It's not like one of them is like the Phantom. It's like, oh, this shouldn't exist. It's just an annoyance. Like, they're all good ideas. I like them. It's just we got to give them time, and I feel like that's kind of with all of them. We just got to give them time to add stuff. But yeah, it's interesting how quickly the stop the mob vote crowd shut up after the mob vote happened still.
Real? Oh yeah, that's true. I haven't seen anything about it.
It's been radio silence ever since the actual mob vote happened.
Well, maybe it might have just been a sense of defeat.
It might have been,
but
very well might have been.
I don't know. Let me look up the petition really quick, because last time I checked, it was just short of like 400,000 votes. I think.
Yeah. But I feel like that's all just bitter people who don't know what they're talking about, and small children.
I don't know. Almost 500,000 people. Oh, it is over 500,000 now. 508,000 people.
Huh.
So I don't think 500,000 is exactly kids and bitter people. You know, it seems like a pretty big thing. Apparently 2,000 people, 2,700 people signed today. So even after the vote finished, there's still
maybe it's because the
people.
armadillo won and people were being salty.
Yeah, maybe. But yeah, in other news, 1.21. What do you think of that?
Yeah.
I think it's a combat and redstone update is what they were saying, or they're saying like adventuring and tinkering or whatever, but it's definitely looking like a combat and redstone update, which are two things that could always use updates, could always use improving.
Yeah.
So that's super
I'm
exciting.
excited for it. I'm excited for it. I don't know if you remember, but the last time we recorded the our predictions, and I was like, I'm really hoping they're gonna be doing something with I'm blanking.
With
combat.
Yeah,
combat.
yeah.
And it was like when I was actually watching it with lagging.
I watched your reaction on stream.
Yeah, I was like, oh, combat, yes, combat. I was really excited, and I'm excited to see. Like, I'm very excited for the trials. I think those have a lot of potential in them.
Infinite diamond farm, apparently.
Potentially, yeah. Well, we don't know if they renew the rewards. We know they renew the mobs, but that would be kind of cool if it was. It would probably be pretty slow, but I'm not gonna complain.
But like new types of spawners too, like minigame potential. There's a lot of minigame potential now with these things. You know, we know stray spawners is gonna be a thing, and like imagine if there's like Ravagers or something like that. Like if they have higher level dungeons that have like super high level spawners, like that. That kind of be crazy.
That'd be pretty cool.
And the new boss mob looks pretty cool. The what is it called?
The Breeze?
The Breeze, yes. What's funny about that actually is me and my brother have been on a kind of a Ninjago binge recently. We've been watching a lot of Ninjago, and that thing basically looks like it's doing spinjitzu. It's just
basically.
So
oh yeah, that's fair. I didn't even think about that, but that is completely
fair.
fair.
The first thing I saw is like that's just a little spinjitzu guy.
Yeah, I feel like they could work on the texture for that a bit. It feels a little jank to me at the moment. Like, it's a cool idea, and I really like that it can interact with redstone stuff. Like, it can interact with levers and trapdoors and doors. Which is really perfect. And I don't know. I feel like if they just flesh it out a little bit, it'll be really cool. I don't think that was the boss mob though. I think that was just a mob. I don't think that was a boss, because there was multiple of them in one room.
It was like a mini boss type thing. Like,
they alluded to a boss room, They said like,
Yeah.
oh, there's one room that we'll be super excited to show you eventually, but we can't show it to you yet. And I'm like, that's a boss room, but I don't think they showed us an actual But I think like a mini boss or like a location specific mob challenge. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Excited for that. It'd be interesting if they had like a mechanic like they could like if you tried to shoot an arrow at them or something, they would like spin it around them and throw it back at the player.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah,
That'd be super cool. I except
we'll
like I don't know, like the Ender Dragon and the Wither already have like arrow resistant stages. So I feel like even though it's like a mini boss thing, it's not quite in the same thing. I feel like for something that's like that could make it really annoying to fight it, because if it's a flying mob, it fights with wind and stuff, it blows you around already. Like its big thing is keeping you away from it. So if it also had arrow resistance, I would not think that would be a fun fight.
probably not.
I'd probably it's probably be something that people would do, first time, get excited over it because it's a new update or whatever. But then like later on, it's like it becomes like the Phantom, where it's just like, oh no, I don't want to deal with you. Whenever it shows up, whenever you're going through one of these trial chambers, it definitely feels like a room that you just kind of avoid. if it
and that's
that
probably
kinda,
true. Yeah. That's because I mean,
because
think
lore
what
wise
happens
it
with,
would be cool, but
just think of what happens with dungeons now. I mean, people just avoid them. Like they just dig through the top and grab the items and leave, light it up and leave. I feel like that's gonna be true no matter what happens, but I don't know. We'll see. I'm excited to see what might come out of it. But it's a big might. It depends on how they implement things.
And then of course for us builders, the new blocks are all cool. We got the tough brick. It was like tough bricks, and then there's like a chiseled version that has a very Greek looking design to it.
Yeah, like a little spiral yeast.
Yeah. There's the copper lamps too, which are super cool. You got like customizable lighting, which is super unique, and like the trapdoors and doors and all sorts of new decorative variants of stuff like that. Were there any like tough walls? I don't remember if I saw any. I might have missed them.
Yes, there were. Yeah, they didn't show it. It's not in the it's not in the structure, but they used it as like a wall outside of the village. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do remember
wait.
that actually.
I'm looking at a screenshot right now. It's something I didn't notice before. There's it looks like polished tuff on the ceiling. It basically looks like like polished deep slate, but it's definitely darker. It's definitely different tone, different color tone. And it matches up like with the tough pillars and stuff. So it looks like polished tuff as well, that's
interesting.
Which is gonna be cool. I didn't see too many, like there was like new copper walls and stuff, but like other than that, were there any like variants, new copper variants? Because personally, I've never found copper to be super fun to build with, because you've got like the blocks, and then you've got the like the quartered ones, like the ones that look like little checkerboards, and and I've never, and I think you can only make the stairs and slabs and stuff out of the whatever they're called. I don't know what they're
cut copper.
Cut copper, yeah. I'm not a huge fan of cut copper as a building material, but that's also the only copper you can make stones or stairs and slabs and stuff out of. So I was kind of hoping for like a new kind of middle ground copper, seeing all like the new tough variants and stuff. There's like the grates. There's like copper grates, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, that one's cool. I never really use cut copper as just the full block. I only really use it for the stairs and the slabs. But when it's in the stairs and slab form, you don't really notice it as much. That it's a completely
different
texture.
Bad, yeah.
No, it's not. And the cut copper is actually nice because you can get 4 cut copper out of 1 copper block, I think. So it's way more resource efficient. Especially
Well, I
since
don't care
copper
about
blocks.
resource efficient. I want it to look cool. I'm the kind of guy who's I'm the kind of guy who's building this Nether hub out of black concrete.
Yeah.
Trying to say,
Okay.
like, I don't care about resource efficient. I want it to look good.
I mean, I would say that the copper roof on my haunted house looks good.
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh well. Yeah.
But like if you're using it for a roof for a building, like tiles works. Like it works for that. Like
Yeah.
it's like because a haunted mansion, have rusty rusty. I doubt mansions really have metal roofs, but for the sake of Minecraft, like it's got like a tiled roof, and that works. That works in that context. But like the majority of like if you aren't using copper for a super mechanical build, there's not much you can use it for. In my opinion, that looks super nice. Because even like the smooth variation, even just like the normal copper block, it's got like little bolts on it. It's got those a little bit. So I feel like it'd be great if we could have some other variation of it.
Yeah. I like the block. I like the color blue it is whenever it oxidizes. For me, honestly, the texture is the cut copper it's fine. I mean, I prefer the regular copper. That's like whenever I use the full blocks, I like using the regular copper block because it's got like those bolts on the edges on the corners that I like. I am excited to see the copper doors and trapdoors. I think that'll be. My parents are being so loud. Holy cow! I can just hear them like just laughing hysterically. I'm like, okay, great time to do. Anyways, I'm excited to see the doors and trapdoors. Unfortunately, the copper doors and trapdoors do not seem to work like the iron ones because they just open them with their hand. Which I mean, obviously you can still open them with without using redstone, but I like using iron doors specifically to like keep villagers out of places mostly. And I would have liked to have like a copper door that I can do the same thing with, but unfortunately it doesn't seem like I'll be able to do that. Which is fine, I guess, but
it'd be interesting if when the copper oxidizes or rusts or whatever, like you need redstone to open it. Like once it oxidizes, then it's like a rusty door that struggles to open, so you can't really open it with your hands easily.
that's
Maybe I don't know. That'd be something cool. I doubt they'd do that just from what we've seen, but
I mean, it's possible.
yeah, I guess that's just something that they'll probably figure out in the snapshot phase, and if people can tell them about it, because I guess they've got the same thing with the oxidized like lamps. They've got that same sort of process. So actually, yeah, it might be possible. Although
Which I'm
not
quite
sure.
excited for. I'm excited for those lamps.
Yeah.
That's gonna be cool.
Those are super cool. What we need is colored lamps. I mean, I know we've got like you can use stained glass, but like I wish you could they'd introduce a new lamp or something that you could craft with stained glass or something like that to make it colored. Because like the closest thing we've got is like soul torches and redstone torches and soul lanterns, like for a different colored light source. And I was kind of hoping we'd get something similar. Once I saw these, the first thing I thought of when I saw these lamps is like, oh, I hope they've got something else to them, which of course they do. But yeah, but that's just something that people have been wanting for years. It's not exactly a new gripe.
But yeah, I'm excited to see what people do with the blocks. I don't think they're super versatile. The tough will be versatile. I'm excited to work with the tough myself.
So cool.
I've always wanted like tough bricks and stuff. Like ever since they introduced it as a block, I'm like, we need like a brick form of this. Why doesn't it already exist? Or at least a polished form, like a wall form.
Yeah.
But now they're adding both, which woohoo.
And a chisel form.
Yeah, chisel form. Chisel form would be great. What else? What else was in there?
Crafter. One thing Oh yeah,
Oh
okay.
yeah, yeah.
One thing before you go on the crafter. This is now like the how many gray bricks do we have now? Like we've got
Stone bricks, deep slate, blackstone, tough. Um, I
like
don't know if blackstone counts because it's black. Um,
well like that spectrum, you know. Um
yeah, and then we have quartz.
yeah, quartz and blackstone are on two sides of the spectrum, and then we got like stone, tough, deep slate. Like
Yeah,
we've got a lot of grayscale bricks.
and then we have
Um
like gravel and regular stone and diorite and andesite and like if it's not just bricks, like you can use all of
yeah.
those. Um, cobblestone, obviously.
Mm-hmm. It's like because I've been working on some stuff in my creative world for future Echocraft videos that are very intricate designs. I've talked to you about it off camera a little bit. Um, I don't know if you remember that conversation, but I'm working on objects in for Echocraft for my factory build that are very intricate, and so
Mhm.
they need to have a lot of stairs and slabs and stuff, and there are not a lot of stairs and slabs that are not stone or sandstone or something. There's not a lot of colored blocks that have those types of variations. Like all the
Yeah,
colored blocks are like concrete and wool and stuff that are just like
and
solid
woods.
blocks.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It's either wood or stone are the slab and stair
Hmm.
versions, which I really wish that they would put some more variety into blocks with those decorative versions, because if the only blocks you've got that have decorative versions of them are not super decorative textures, and that's something that's kind of bugged me for a while, and I'm hoping they do in the future. But that's
Hmm.
anyway. That's like a 1.22 type thing. That we're talking about 1.21. There's,
Yeah.
uh,
Although they might put that stuff in.
maybe, yeah.
Actually,
I guess
no.
it's just something. I guess it's just something that like I'm disappointed they still haven't done. Now another update's come out. It's like, okay, we still don't have super colorful stairs and slabs.
There was a hint whenever they first entered the village, remember whenever they had um like they had a couple ones that were just hints and they had I'm forgetting her name, but a YouTuber there and she said the world could always use more color. And then they're just like, "Okay," and they walked away. Um um it's possible. It's possible that something like that could
Yeah,
come along. Um very possible. Um And they also like
that's
said,
like.
"Here, have an axolotl," and had like, "I wish sugarcane could grow faster." Like,
Wait, did they say that?
yeah, sugarcane could grow taller than me very quickly, or something like that.
Oh, yeah. That segment of the update reveal was definitely a bit confusing to me. I was like, okay, this definitely feels like a weird uh, detour, away from like the update stuff. Maybe like I get they could say they were saying like or just showing off the village and like what you could do with the new blocks and stuff, but
Yeah.
um, yeah, that definitely that was the only reason to me I could think of having that section of the show is like, yeah, here's what you can do, just kind of in an offhanded way, as opposed to like last year when they showed off the hanging signs, like here's a very specific thing you can do, and they kind of mentioned it out
Hmm.
loud. Um, I guess this time
They
they're
just
just
kind of
trying to show
showed
it
it.
off. Yeah.
Show don't tell. Yeah.
Hmm. Anyway, yeah. Also in the village segment was the crafter, which was something I never thought would be added to the game, and I'm still 50-50 on it. Uh,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
like for the same reason, I think we discussed it last week or a couple weeks ago. For the same reason that I know they're never going to add like, a 3x3 tool, that can break a huge area. Like the same reason they aren't making mining super efficient is the same reason I didn't think they'd make crafting super efficient, because they kind of want you to do things one block at a time, or as I mentioned. Did I mention it to you in the
Yeah. Yeah.
podcast,
I
or
think you did.
was it a podcast, or was it just off camera.
I don't know if it was a podcast, but we have talked about it before.
Yeah. Like, okay, so, but if we haven't talked about it on the podcast, for you guys who are listening, Jeb has talked about before how they don't like to make things too easy for the player. Like, they want everything to be manual in a way, or at least, you know, you get like automatic farms and stuff, but like you kind of have to build the automatic farms. If you want, you know, a TNT duper, you have to go out of your way to get the materials for a TNT duper, and stuff like that. So like they always want you to be doing something or building something in order to get a benefit, in terms of like progress. You know, for full haste beacon, you need like 2.5 stacks of iron or something, and to kill the wither and all that stuff, you kind of earn it. You earn the ability to insta mine through that. But just having just an auto crafter feels weird to me.
Yeah, it's weird, but I'm still excited to see what people do with it.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be cool. But like in a game called Minecraft, if they're not gonna make mining more efficient with a one, you know, they're never gonna make mining more efficient with a one tool for, or like a jack of all trades tool. And so it feels like it kind of feels weird that they made a jack of all trades crafting tool.
Yeah. Although it probably, I feel like it's also the kind of thing where it's only going to be used by the technical community, like to an extent. Like regular Minecraft players are not going to be able to figure out how the heck it works, or how to use it efficiently.
Yeah.
And I think that's the other part of the thing. I think if they made like a 3x3 miner, everyone could just make it and use it all the time. And that would probably clash with what they want for the game. But there's already a technical community who's already dedicated to making things more efficient and faster and better, and they want things like this. But if they can make something like that that's still complex enough that the technical community can use it effectively, but also complex enough that the regular Minecrafter really won't be impacted by it that much, I feel like that's something they'd be more willing to jump for.
So you're saying like the learning curve kind of makes it more viable, makes it a bit more along the lines
reasonable.
of their...
Yeah, because they have to have... You have to kind of be able... You have to already be in the community that's trying to make it as less of one block by one as possible to use it.
Yeah, that's fair. And I know I'm going to be using it absolutely in my my factory this season. It definitely feels like it's coming out at a time that's perfect for me. But yeah, and like every update always has some feature that feels like, okay, this feels modded. This doesn't feel like it belongs in the game. And then over time, it's like, yeah, that works. Like it, I mean, like it's just
Pistons
part
were
of the
a
game
mod.
now.
Pistons were a mod.
Pistons were in the game years, or I don't know about years, but Pistons were in the game for a while before I started playing. So like that was always just a vanilla thing for me. That was always
Observers used to feel very modded to a lot of people.
Yeah, that was one of them. Observers, as well as shulker boxes. Shulker boxes huge. Like when I saw Minecraft Live or Minecon, that was Minecon.
And Elytra. We can't forget about Elytra.
Elytra wasn't weird for me. Like it
maybe not for you, but
I just knew like stuff like backpack mods and furniture mods and stuff always felt like very much like these are always going to be mods. And then they kind of made a backpack with the shulker box, and that felt like when I first saw it, I was like, this feels super off. This feels super weird. But then it's like, okay, they did a thing and made it Minecrafty, you know. They took an idea, instead of just adding a backpack mod, or instead of just adding backpacks, they're like, okay, we're gonna do our own thing that with the same accomplish the same goal, but with like a very Minecrafty thing. And now shulker boxes are great to have. You know, it's impossible to do massive builds without them.
And that's partially because the inventory is really weird and too small and inefficient. But
I've never
yeah,
had those gripes about the inventory, but I can get where some people might come from. But yeah, the same way that shulker boxes have just become essential for anyone doing anything major, I feel like eventually over time the crafter will probably grow on me. But for now, we'll just have to wait and see.
yeah,
And then that was it for Minecraft 121, which
yeah.
is,
That was all we
for
really
now.
got.
Like, I know starting last year and now this year they're really going for like under promise and over deliver.
Yeah,
They're definitely like, okay, we're gonna show off way more things in the snapshot phase, because I guess they learned their lesson from
yeah.
caves and cliffs.
And they even said that during Minecraft Live. They're like, yeah, we've really enjoyed that the way we did it last time, where we only showed off a couple things at a time, so we didn't. I don't think they said it this way, but so we didn't disappoint the community.
Yeah,
If we couldn't do something, um, and uh, and half of me is like, well, you can show a little more, right? But the other half of me is like, no, that's completely understandable. Yes, please do. Just because we have seen the Minecraft community time and time and again is maybe not individual people, but like as a collective, maybe not the kindest towards the developers. Um,
yeah, that's true.
yeah. Um, and partially just because it's so large, and partially because um people really, really take for granted the fact that Minecraft is a 14-year-old game. And
And we're
there's
getting
still
free updates.
free updates every year. Basically for the last 5 years, I want to say. Yeah. Um, I'm not sure why anyone's complaining really. And then people are like, "Oh, they're ruining the game." I'm like, come on, man, you can play older versions if you want. Like it's
Yeah,
not.
that's also a crazy thing. Like, we have access to basically every single version, except for like a few hard to get early versions.
Like alpha versions, yeah.
Yeah, like stuff like version like old snapshots that not before they were called snapshots that Notch just threw up on a website and that don't exist anymore. Like stuff like that, we don't have access to. But
But that's
but for the
because
most part,
no one
you
has
can.
access to it. Yeah.
Yeah, but like for the most part, if I want to go back and play beta 1.6.6, which is basically equivalent to the title update 1 on the Xbox. Like if I want to go back and play the original Xbox version equivalent, then I can do
Mhm.
that, and I have a few times just because I think
Yeah.
that's a fun historical version to that exists.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, there have been entire like content series on specifically like that premise of just going back to older versions and playing through like the oh, this was a long time ago, but uh Evo, the Evo
Yeah, Evo
SMP.
SMP.
Um that was so long ago, but
Hmm.
like that kind of thing. It's clearly a thing that happens. And
Yeah.
it's not hard to do. Um like Evo SMP took a couple steps further. They did like their own thing where they had methods of updating to the next one. And they had to like wait to get to the next one. But also like watching stuff like that really puts in perspective like how much better Minecraft is now than it used to be. Like it
Hmm.
was still a good game, but I think people don't realize sometimes how much uh oh, I'm blanking on the word for it. Uh
Mojang?
no, not Mojang, like the um uh liking a thing in the past. Um
Nostalgia.
Nostalgia. How much nostalgia can wow, that took a while. How much nostalgia can can kind of blind people and kind of take over even if it's not necessarily founded.
Hmm.
Um but I feel like that's a thing that some people have trouble with.
Yeah.
um
Oh, and just kind of speaking of like Minecraft and its history and new updates and stuff, there's like a little thing here right at the end of the news article for the recap. Minecraft is just passed 300 million copies,
Holy cow.
which is crazy. Like,
Yeah.
and there's a little stuff. It's like on average per day, 15 million skeletons are killed. 8.8 million pickaxes are crafted. 700,000 cakes are made. Oh, that's. I feel like cakes have kind of become obsolete. Like they were a fun thing for a while, and then a lot of people just kind of forgot about them, forgot about their existence.
Probably, but
Okay, there are more kilometers traveled on pigback every single day than there are cakes crafted. Which is interesting.
Yeah, wow, that's interesting.
915 kilometers traveled on pigback every single day versus 700,000 cakes.
Wow. That's mad. That's crazy. Every day?
On average every day, based on data they took from September to October 2023.
Every day. That's so many pigs. Unless there's like one guy just 24/7 just riding a pig. Wow.
Yeah, I like Mumbo did for a while.
Yeah, honestly, Hermitcraft probably put in some work hours for that. Just for that one.
But I don't even know that would count. This is based on the last 30 days average.
Oh wow, so that's like really recent. Huh.
Yeah, they it's recent data.
Interesting. How did they even get that? Did they just use like player statistics?
Probably. They probably have access to those.
I'd like to see how they compiled the statistics, like just genuine curiosity. That must be pretty interesting to see the behind the scenes of. Also probably break some NDAs, but whatever. Anyways,
although I imagine like if they had issues with the mob vote, I wonder how accurate their information is when it comes to these statistics. I trust them, but like I can definitely see some people just throwing a jab at this. Like if Mojang posts this on Twitter, I'm not sure if they have, but like I can see some people saying like, "Oh, how sure are you about that information?" Just poking fun at the mob vote.
Yeah, I could see that happening, honestly.
Just like completely unrelated to the actual statistics. But 300 million copies. Which is insane.
Crazy.
And like
Absolutely
Minecraft is kind of on a dip right now. Like it kind of had its high for a while, and then it's starting to dip. But even then, even on kind of a slower period, it still managed to like break a milestone like that.
Yeah. And that's like no small feat either. Like it was already the highest selling video game of all time.
Mm-hmm.
It is Minecraft. The scale of Minecraft is just insane to me every time I think about it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not complaining,
Yeah. I like like if Minecraft didn't have the support, if Minecraft wasn't selling thousands of copies per day, and reaching these milestones, like we wouldn't be able to have free updates because Minecraft has more funding than probably any other game in the industry. If you think about it, like because it's got the player base to have that kind of funding
over time. Yeah, probably. Yeah, because I mean, even some of the other longest games, like the longest running games you can think of, like if you take the entire Halo series combined, it's probably more than Minecraft.
Yeah.
But if we're just talking one continuous game, yeah, probably Minecraft.
And that's just the base game. That's not talking about the franchise of Dungeons.
Yeah, that's not Dungeons,
Legends, and
Minecraft Earth,
Lego, and all that kind of stuff.
And Lego, yeah,
like all the
Lego.
franchise
my word,
stuff.
Lego.
Yeah, Lego makes anything Lego can make anything sell.
If you have a franchise that has a Lego set, it's a win.
Yeah. Oh, did you see the Animal Crossing announcement?
Ooh, there's an Animal Crossing. Actually, no, I think I did see that. I think I did see that.
Lego Animal Crossing.
Yeah, yeah. Mm. What's your favorite Lego set that you have?
My favorite Lego set?
Yeah.
Oh, I've got the Lego Ideas TARDIS.
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Which is a good one. Doctor Who. I guess we can talk about Doctor Who news for a little bit because there's a lot. The theme song, the new theme just released, and it's pretty cool. Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
Anyway, yeah, I got the Lego TARDIS. Let's see. I'm looking around the room for.
Yeah, I'm looking around my room too. I'm just. I think I know what my answers are. I think I've got a top 3.
Okay,
Ooh,
go ahead.
Ooh, I might have to make it a top 4. I think number 1, I have the Lego Ideas Wally set, and it's such a nice set. He's just a fun little guy. Number 2, I really like the I have the Lego Ideas Apollo 11 lander. That one's really cool. I have the Saturn V set. That one's really cool, just because of the scale, honestly.
Speaking of scale, I've got the Rivendell set right next to me on the desk.
Oh yeah.
Because my brother,
yeah,
my brother and I kind of split this desk half and half. It's a very long desk. It's not like,
regular desk.
It's not like we both have. Yeah. It's like a double-sized desk, and so we each have half of it. And yeah, he's got the Rivendell set just on his half. He doesn't have anything else. It's just Legos.
It's just Legos.
It's just Legos, a few Ninjago bikes and stuff, and and Rivendell.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, but looking around the room, most of these Lego sets are his. Like a lot of it. He's got the Mando ATST. He's got.
Oh, I have that one too.
He's got AT-AT, and then the I think it's AT-DP, or wait, no, it's not DP.
T-E?
Which one's the clone? Oh, the Clone Walker.
ATTE, yeah.
ATTE, yeah. DP is the smaller ATST, I think, from Rebels.
Well, the DP. Wait.
The DP is the smaller one from Rebels, isn't it? With the single
is it?
cannon.
I was thinking the ATDP was the one that had 3 legs. Okay, yeah, you're right. All-terrain defense pod. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
ATRT, is that the one I'm thinking of? No, that's the recon transport. That's the really small one from the Clone Wars. Yeah, no, I have the Mando ATST, and I have the I always forget what it's called. M60, the basically the bigger first order ATST. I have that one. I have the one, like the concept art one from the first order that's like 8 different legs, like 4 in the front, 4 in the back. It's like a crawler. And those are all the walkers I have, I think. Well, I have the ATRT, but that's part of a battle pack. So.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I've got a 501st battle pack. That's pretty good.
Yeah. I have 2 ATRTs then. I have the 501st one, and I have one from the Kashyyyk Troopers.
One of my favorite sets actually is, it's a really old one that I think it was like one of my first Lego sets ever, and my brother just recently got me a replacement because it's been years since I got it, but it's the old Clone Walker from like 2008. So it's basically like the original Clone Battle Pack.
Huh. That's interesting.
Let's see. It's 8014 if anyone wants to look it up.
8014 Lego. Oh, that one. Okay, yeah.
It's like I had that years ago when I was
it's such a simple
8.
little set, but it's just adorable.
Yeah, I had that years ago when I was like 8 years old, and my brother just recently tracked down like a sealed one.
Ooh,
and got it for me.
I mean, there's an empty box here that's going for like $15 on eBay. So,
Kai's Blade Cycle from Ninjago, that's also a classic.
Oh, how much did he get that for?
Well, I got it years ago when it was like new,
Okay.
like,
Okay.
and then he just got a handful of replacement pieces recently.
Okay. Okay. I was about to say because on eBay there's a pack of 3 of that set and it's $250.
No, yeah, I already had the bike. Like, I
I
had
was
like
about to
80%. I've had the bike
Yeah.
for years, and he recently just bought just like a
Like a loose leaf pieces
20.
from it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That makes way more sense. I was like, did you spend like $100 on on a set that has like 200 pieces in it?
But yeah, that's a classic. That's one of my favorites as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah. It's cool. I'm trying to think what my oldest Lego set would be. Um, that's a really hard question to answer, actually. Uh, because most of the Lego sets that I had before the last couple, like before the last 5 years, are either kind of like scrap plastic or deconstructed into minifigures only. Um, and a lot of them are really small, so it's kind of hard to distinguish. Um, I have the smaller like night bus set.
Oh, that's
Um,
pretty cool. Yeah, you have a ton of Harry Potter ones. I don't have any Harry Potter ones, but
yeah, I have a good
for
amount of
for a
Harry
big
Potter
Harry Potter
ones.
fan like I am, I'm surprised I don't have any
I
Harry Potter
have
Legos.
I have the like a really small model of Hogwarts, the one that has like the working
The micro
Weeping
scale
Willow.
one,
Yeah, that's got the Weeping Willow in it, like a little
hmm
Weeping Willow. And I
and like
have
the Bobatton's carriage and the Durmstrang ship.
yeah,
That
it's a
one,
part
yeah.
of a different part of a different set. But yeah, that's there too. Uh, yeah, I've got that one's more recent, but I have the Lego Infinity Gauntlet. That one's pretty cool. Um, I've got the Lego Hedwig. That one was
Mm.
hard to build, but
I'd
it's a
really
fun
want
set.
I really want the Hogwarts Express. That'd be
Yeah,
that'd be super cool.
it's a really cool looking set. Uh, I would probably consider getting more Lego sets if I had the space. Um, give me 10
Or the
years, I'll have a
money.
whole.
Or the money because they're very expensive.
Oh yeah, one of my friends is just like Lego sets are so expensive. I'll take a sticker from something else, put it on a Lego set, self checkout, and leave
No
at like
way.
Walmart or something. And he'll just get like a $20 Lego set for like $2.
And he just straight up admitted it to you.
Oh yeah, he admitted it to the whole lunch table.
Wow.
He's like, but I only do it for Lego sets, and I don't do it at small businesses. I only do it at Walmart.
Oh, every Lego set now in Walmart is behind a glass case now for me at
Oh
least.
really?
Yeah, I went and it used to be like just the the big collector
Probably
sets
because
or
of
whatever,
people
but-
like him.
But
Probably
yeah,
because of people like him.
everything's behind just a massive glass wall now.
Yeah, no, that's probably not the case where we are now because all of our stores are like 5 years behind all of the marketing that their companies promote and all of the like changes. Um, yeah, that's
Anyway,
probably
but-
not going to be the case for a little while.
Yeah. Anyway, I guess getting off of Lego and back to Minecraft. I guess we can still talk about Star Wars and stuff because there's a new Star Wars adventure map coming out,
Yeah,
which is
I
super
was so
interesting looking.
confused whenever that came
R2D2, yeah.
up on, I just heard whoop, 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 and I was like, oh, that sounds like R2D2. And then he said, hey, R2. And I was like, what?
So wait,
was
this is
so
a Minecraft
confused.
stream. What's happening?
What? I watched a video of Phil's reacting to it, and he's like, "Excuse me, sorry, am I in a fever dream? What is happening?" Oh,
But,
it's weird.
but Minecraft's had a long line of Star Wars
Like DLC
mashups and stuff. Like
Yeah.
like back in the old console days, they had like a Star Wars world. I think did they have a Star Wars world or was it just skin packs?
I remember the skin pack. I don't remember the world, but it may have
I don't
existed.
No. Now that I think about it, there wasn't a world on the console edition, but they had like 4 skin packs. There's like original trilogy, sequel trilogy, prequels, Rebels. But yeah, they had a bunch of skin packs, and then on Bedrock they had an adventure map with even more skin packs. They had like a mashup pack, and now they're doing Trials of the Jedi, which is like Clone Wars era, like purely Clone Wars era, which is super cool.
Yeah, I found it here. Minecraft, Xbox 360, and Xbox One. Minecraft Star Wars Classic Skin Pack. I had Leia, Han, Luke, Chewie, C-3PO, R2-D2, and a Rebel Stormtrooper.
I think we have all of them. We got them. They were like on sale when Bedrock was coming out. Like a lot of the console edition DLC just like went dirt cheap when Bedrock was coming out. And so we were able to get like all 4 skin packs or something like that for like $2 or something.
Yeah.
So yeah, we
got Palpatine and Darth Vader here too. Yeah.
And like I think the prequel skin pack also has like Clone Wars characters. Like it's like movies, and then there's also like Ahsoka and Rex, and it's kind of a mashup of just all prequel era Star Wars.
Yeah. It's interesting. Yeah.
That comes out November 7th, I think.
Yeah.
When that comes out, we need to play that. It's DLC, yeah.
Yeah.
But only one person has to own it to do multiplayer. Because I bought the Avatar thing for my brother for Christmas, and we were playing that together for a while. Except it's broken, absolutely unplayable on Switch. Like it is not great.
I feel like that's most Minecraft on the Switch.
That's just a Bedrock. Yeah, that's just a Bedrock issue, not necessarily the DLC.
Switch specifically, like Bedrock on the PC is usually
gosh.
fine, but on the Switch it is so broken all the time.
Yeah, it's terrible.
I have an image somewhere on my phone of a picture I took of me and my friend playing Minecraft on the Switch, and it's absolutely ridiculous. It's the two of us just standing side by side, like in the like F5 mode, looking at ourselves, and the shield is not in my hand, it is going through my face. And on the other one, like it's going through my face and it's like sideways, so like it looks like it's like rammed into my face, like someone rammed it into my face. But on my friend's one, the shield is also not on his hand, but it's like plastered onto his face, like someone like glued the back of the shield to his face. It was so weird. Okay, here it is. Oh, and on mine, the armor, the character wouldn't shift whenever I shifted, but the armor would. It's so broken. I'm gonna see if I can send it to you here now, because this is
okay. I'll probably put it on the video podcast as well.
Share to Pokey Maniac. Here we go.
But yeah, when that comes out, we should at least make one video on it, something like that. Like I think, like I could probably get it, and then we can play that together. That'd be super fun.
That'd be cool. Make a little video out of that. Yeah, you should be getting that.
Okay.
Image now. It is absolutely ridiculous. It's the dumbest thing I've ever seen come out of Minecraft.
Anyway, what else was there in Minecraft Live? Star Wars, Minecraft Legends got an update, but I never played that.
Yeah, I still want to play Minecraft Legends. It looks like a game I'd enjoy. I just never got around to it.
There was a Lego segment.
Yeah, they just built something on Minecraft they built something in Minecraft and they built something on Lego and they compared it, and I'm like, okay, cool. Thanks for advertising your Lego.
Yeah.
They advertised their own YouTube channel.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I saw that. They literally said subscribe to
subscribe to Minecraft. Like, okay. All right, man. All right.
Let's see. New Planet Earth DLC, which looks kind of cool.
Yeah, I saw. I didn't know that they had original Planet Earth DLC. I didn't know that was a thing.
Well, this is Planet Earth 3 apparently. So apparently there's been 2
Oh,
others.
There's already been 2 of them. Okay, well,
yeah.
I'm 2 behind then.
And then Minecraft's turning 15 years old. So
yes.
which is huge.
Yeah, that's interesting. I really hope that they can make good with this update, just in general, both for the fact that it's turning 15 years old here, and also, um, I feel like the community needs to be appeased. Like, I'm fine. I'm at the moment I'm perfectly happy, but the community is not, for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Multiple different reasons, but we'll
Wait,
see.
15
We'll
years
see
old. What? Wait, 15 years ago was
2009.
2008?
15 years
That
ago,
doesn't-
starting like beginning of next year. It's turning
2009. Okay. That makes sense. Okay. I was like, wait a minute, that doesn't add up.
15. Yeah. 2024 minus 15.
Yeah, 2009.
2009.
Okay. That makes sense. Anyway, it seems like we're running out of things to talk about on our Minecraft Live special podcast, I guess. So,
yeah.
Anyway, final thoughts. I think it looks cool, and I'm excited to see what else they show us in the snapshots. And I hope the penguin gets added sooner rather than later.
They're all cute. I want them, but whatever.
The armadillo was the bottom of my list. It was like it was like penguin, then crab, then armadillo for me.
But the savannah. Never mind. I can't get into this rant. I can't do it. I did it last time.
Okay,
I'm not doing it again.
I get the one mob is not going to make the savannah great,
It won't make it great, but it'll make it better. And anything is better than nothing when it comes to the savannah for me.
Mm-hmm. But like, I'd rather them just do a savannah update, just do like a biome update with like all the previous ones and stuff, and
maybe that'll be 1.22.
Maybe something like that. But like,
maybe.
Like I think it'd be super cool just to kind of have an update aquatic type thing with a bunch of different biomes. Just add stuff.
Update overworld.
Mm-hmm.
The overworld.
Or like an end.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of people asking for an end update, which
the
I
end
don't get.
of the game update.
Like I get like, yeah, the end's kind of repetitive, but like also all the stuff we have now, they had like a dedicated end update. It was like the 1.9 was like
1.9 was the end update.
Was like it's called the combat update, but it was really the end update with the sword thing change.
Yeah.
The swords and shields, basically.
I think they called it combat because
really
they had stuff with elytras and stuff too. Even though they didn't have rockets yet.
Mm-hmm. That's kind of weird to think about that. For about a year, like there was a time that elytras were just were used for gliding, which made people creative, I guess. I mean, you get a punch bow and shoot yourself in the back and launch yourself off. But anyway, yeah, that seems like a good time to finish up because we're just kind of rambling on now. So in the next week, hopefully we'll have another podcast out. I'm terrible at scheduling these fairly often, as well as actually editing them once we've got them recorded. Chances are, not chances are, I've got 2 episodes backlogged right now. So chances are you guys are getting 3 episodes this week. Chances are this is the 3rd episode you're getting this week. So hope you guys are enjoying the flood of Echocast content. But yeah, until the next episode, we hope you guys enjoyed, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.